Hello students, welcome to the subject of complex variable and partial differential equation. Myself Dr. Ankit Acharya, and in last lecture we discussed about harmonic function and Millene-Thompson's method to find f of z. So let's continue with that topic, Millene-Thompson's method. Let's solve some of the example, some more important example. So in last lecture we solve one example. Okay, so this is our second example. Find an analytic function w equal to u plus iv whose imaginary part. Okay, so now in this case imaginary part is given, right? Imaginary part is given, and that is v. What is my v? E raised to x into x sin y plus y cos y. So first of all we find del v by del x. Okay, so del v by del x we have to use multiplication rule for differentiation. Differentiation of e raised to x, that is e raised to x, the whole bracket x sin y plus y cos y, that is as it is, and then plus e raised to x as it is, differentiation of x sin y plus y cos y with respect to x, so that is only sin y. Okay, now find del v by del y. So differentiation of v with respect to y, so e raised to x constant, so that is as it is, differentiation of x sin y with respect to y, so that is x cos y, differentiation of y into cos y, so use multiplication rule. First of all differentiation of y, that is 1, so cos y plus y as it is, differentiation of cos y, that is minus sin y, so I just write here minus sin y. Okay, and now what is my f dash z? F dash z, that you know that del u by del x plus I del v by del x. Okay, so instead of del u by del x, I can write del v by del y, right, using CR equation. Okay, and now put this to value, del v by del y, that is equal to, what is my del v by del y? That is e raised to x in bracket x cos y plus cos y minus y sin y. Okay, and plus I del v by del x, so that is e raised to x in bracket x sin y, okay, plus y cos y plus e raised to x sin y, right? And now let's take x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, so just I write here. Okay, try to understand. Take x is equal to z, okay, and y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 to find out f dash z in terms of z. So what is my f dash z? F dash z, that is first of all e raised to z, z into cos 0, so that is cos 0 1, so e raised to z into z cos 0 1, cos 0 once again, so plus 1. Okay, here y into sin y, so that is 0, the plus I here sin 0 0, y here also y, so 0 and sin 0 0, so the second term is 0, so only we get e raised to z into z plus 1. Okay, so this is my f dash z, that is e raised to z into z plus 1, and I want to integrate this function with respect to z, so just I write on the next page. So f dash z, that is equal to, can I write z plus 1 into e raised to z? Okay, right, I just write z plus 1 first, and now integrate this function. So f of z, that is equal to integration z plus 1 into e raised to z dz. Okay, that is equal to z plus 1 as it is, z plus 1 as it is, integration of e raised to z, so that is e raised to z minus differentiation of z plus 1, that is 1, once again integration of e raised to z, so that is e raised to z. I use integration by parts. Okay, so that is equal to z e raised to z plus e raised to z minus e raised to z. Okay, so this e raised to z will be cancelled out, and finally we get f of z, that is z e raised to z plus c. Okay, this is my f of z. Okay, z into e raised to z plus c, this is my required answer. Clear? And next topic is very important. Now some of the some more example that you can easily solve this example. Okay, just try to this all the example are homework for all the student. Find an analytic function f of z if u is given. What is my u? X cube minus 3xy square plus 3x square minus 3y square plus 1. Okay, this example is also very simple that you can solve. u is e raised to x into cos y and find harmonic conjugate. Okay, so all these examples are homework for all the student. This is also homework for all the student. We already solved 2 examples, so some of the example that is homework for all the student. Okay, f of z, that is u plus iv if u is equal to e raised to x into x cos y minus y sin y. So the next topic is find f of z, that is equal to u plus iv if now u plus v or u minus v is given. Okay, up to this we solve those type of example in which we have either u is given or v is given and we find f of z. Now in this type of example we have u plus v or u minus v and we want to solve, we want to find f of z. So for that you have to follow this procedure. What is my f of z? F of z, that is u plus iv. Okay, call it equation number 1 and this is analytic function. Now multiply with I on both the side. So I into f of z, that is I into u minus v, because I square is minus 1. So this is my equation number 2 and now add this to equation. Okay, equation 1 plus equation number 2. Okay, so left hand side we get f of z plus I into f of z. So f of z plus I into f of z. Right hand side we have u minus v. What is my real part? Real part is u minus v. And what is my imaginary part? Imaginary part is u plus v. Okay, so left hand side I can write 1 plus I into f of z. F of z is a common term, that is equal to u minus v plus I into u plus v. Okay, and that's why 1 plus I into f of z, that is capital F of z, u minus v, that is capital U. Okay, plus I, u plus v, just assume capital V. Okay, so remember this equation, capital F of z, that is equal to capital U plus I into capital V, where capital F of z, okay, all this notation I just write here, where what is my capital F of z? Capital F of z, that is 1 plus I into small f of z. What is capital U? Capital U, that is u minus v. Okay, and capital V, that is equal to u plus v. Okay, so now from this capital U or capital V, we can easily find out capital F of z using Millene-Thompson's method. Okay, capital U means u minus v and capital V, that is u plus v. Okay, so using Millene-Thompson's method, from capital U or capital V, we can find capital F of z, and from capital F of z, we can easily find out small f of z. Okay, because capital F of z, that is nothing but 1 plus I into small f of z. So each and every this type of example, you have to write down all these steps. Okay, so please try to remember. Let's solve example related to this topic. So here I want to find real and imaginary part of f of z if u minus v is given e raised to x into cos y minus sin y. Okay, so what is my just write down all this procedure. Okay, you have to write down all this procedure once again in your examination, right? And u minus v is given, that means what? Capital U is given. What is my capital U? Capital U, that is e raised to x cos y minus sin y. Find del u by del x, that is e raised to x into cos y minus sin y, and del u by del y. What is del u by del y? Okay, that is e raised to x as it is, in the differentiation of cos y, that is minus sin y, and sin y, that is differentiation of sin y, that is cos y. So minus cos y. And now I want to find f dash z, capital F dash z. Okay, capital F dash z, that is del u by del x plus I del v by del x. Don't forget u and v both are capital. Okay, but instead of del v by del x, I can write del u by del y and put this to value. Okay, that is e raised to x into cos y minus sin y, right? And minus del u by del y, that is e raised to x into minus sin y minus cos phi. Okay, take x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. So f dash z, capital F dash z, that is equal to e raised to z cos 0 1. So e raised to z, okay, 1 minus 0 minus I e raised to z, minus I e raised to z, and here you will get minus 1, okay, sin 0 0 cos 0 1, so into minus 1. So finally we get e raised to z common, so in bracket we have 1 plus I, okay. So capital F dash z, that is e raised to z into 1 plus I. So when we integrate this function, once again different integration of e raised to z, that is e raised to z, so e raised to z into 1 plus I, this is my capital F of z, okay. And don't forget what is my capital F of z, okay, capital F of z, that is exactly 1 plus I into small f of z, right. So capital F of z, that is 1 plus I into small f of z. Put the value of capital F of z left hand side, that is e raised to z into 1 plus I, okay, that is equal to 1 plus I into small f of z. So what is my small f of z? Small f of z, that is e raised to z, and because of we integrate here, so you can add plus c, okay. So just add plus c here, okay. So here we have plus c, that is equal to 1 plus I into small f of z. So small f of z, that is equal to e raised to z plus c upon 1 plus I, and this c upon 1 plus I you can write c dash. So small f of z, okay, small f of z, that is equal to e raised to z plus c dash, right. And from this e raised to z, you can easily find out your real and imaginary part, okay. E raised to z means e raised to x plus iy, and that is e raised to x into cos y plus I sin y, and that's why real part is e raised to x cos y and imaginary part is e raised to x sin y, okay. So real part of f of z, that is e raised to x cos y, okay, and imaginary part of f of z, that is e raised to x sin y. Clear? So this is my final answer. Now next example, interesting example, same type of example. If u minus v, that is equal to x minus y, okay, u minus v is given, u minus v, that is equal to x minus y. So first of all simplify this function. So x multiply with all the terms, so x cube, then 4x square y plus 4x square y, then plus xy square, okay, then minus yx square, then minus 4x y square, and then minus y cube. So this 4x square y and minus x square y, that can be written as 3x square y. So x cube plus 3x square y, then this xy square minus 4xy square, that can be written as minus 3xy square and minus y cube. So this is my capital U, okay. Now find del u by del x, del u by del x, that is 3x square plus 3 plus 6xy minus 3y square, okay. 3x square plus 6xy minus 3y square. What is my del u by del y? Del u by del y, that is equal to 3x square, okay, minus 6xy and minus 3y square, okay. And now find f dash z. What is my capital F dash z? That is del u by del x plus I del v by del x, okay. But instead of del v by del x, I can write minus I del u by del y, okay, minus del u by del y. So del u by del x, that is 3x square plus 6xy minus 3y square. So that can be written as 3x square plus 6xy minus 3y square and minus I del u by del y, that is 3x square minus 6xy, 3x square minus 6xy, okay, and minus 3y square. And now take x is equal to z. This is my capital F dash z, don't forget. Take x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. So capital F dash z, that can be written as 3z square, okay. This is 0, 0, then minus I 3z square, okay, and this 2 term also becomes 0. So 3z square is a common term. In bracket we have 1 minus I, okay, and we know that when we integrate this function, capital F of z, that we get z cube into 1 minus I plus c. So this is my capital F of z, but I want to find out small f of z, okay. So what is my capital F of z? Capital F of z, that is nothing but 1 plus I into small f of z, okay. Don't forget all this formula, right? Capital F of z, that is 1 plus I into small f of z, as I explained before. So capital F of z, that is 1 plus I into small f of z, okay. So now put the value of capital F of z, that is z cube into 1 minus I plus c, that is equal to 1 plus I into small f of z. Now divide this 1 plus I, so that's why we get small f of z. I just write this part on the left hand side, so we get z cube into 1 minus I, okay, upon 1 plus I plus c upon 1 plus I. So this c upon 1 plus I, that can be written as c dash. So small f of z, that is equal to z cube, okay. Now just multiply with 1 minus I and divide it by 1 minus I. So on numerator we have 1 minus I whole square, in denominator we have 1 plus I into 1 minus I, okay, plus c dash. What is c dash? C dash, that is nothing but c upon 1 plus I, okay. Now 1 plus I into 1 minus I, so that can be written as a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So that's why we get z cube. In denominator we have 1 square, so 1 minus I square, okay, and I square, that is minus 1, so plus 1. So finally we get 2 here on denominator. On numerator we have 1 minus 2I plus I square is minus 1, okay, and plus c dash. So this 1 minus 1 cancel out, this 2 is also cancel out after that. So the final answer is minus I z cube plus c dash. So this is my small f of z. The value of small f of z, that is minus I, okay, the value of small f of z, that is equal to minus I z cube plus c dash, okay. So in today's lecture, just we discuss about how we can find analytic function f of z, either u plus v or u minus v is given, and this is very important method. So many times this type of example asked in the GTU examination. So thank you.